And what do you make of this? Last night, Queensland Senator Corinne Mulholland was joined by her infant son for her maiden speech to Parliament.
I rise tonight incredibly humbled to be a senator for the great state of Queensland. I am a proud fourth-generation Queenslander. We are battlers, people who work hard, speak straight and don't ask for more than a fair go. I stand here tonight holding my young son, as you can see, with his bedtime fast approaching. I am praying that Augie and I make it through this speech unscathed, so Godspeed. Augie is here not as a symbol, but as a powerful reminder of why I am here. I am a wife and a mum from the outer suburbs of Queensland. I come to this place to fight for other Queensland families. Mums and dads fundamentally belong in this chamber, not in theory, but in the full lived reality of working parents.
Give me a break, please. I was watching the Today Show this morning and they were like, oh, baby steals the show, cute, cute, cute moment. No, it's not. This is a place of business. This is a place of work and a baby has no place being there. Now, I know it's a stunt. I know it's a way of grabbing media attention and I am falling for it. I am talking about it here. But this is privileged activism. She's saying, oh, I'm a mum, look at me, I've got my baby. The baby is distracting. If we have a look at that footage again, she's there and as she's speaking, the baby's waving to the lady behind, the MP behind her, and she is waving and, well, they've all got smiles. Could you imagine trying to deal with this on a daily basis, which I know she won't be doing, and I know she's making the point during her maiden speech, but did anyone hear what she's saying? They're all looking at the baby and they're all getting distracted. The baby's making noise. And it's just not appropriate for the place where the laws of our country are designed. And I know the hate that's going to come my way. You're anti-woman. This is empowering, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Women can breastfeed wherever they like. To me, that's a different story. But this is a place of work where the baby has no place being there. Can you imagine the checkout lady at Coles or Woolworths trying to do the scan your items and they've got their baby there? You wouldn't accept it. It wouldn't be accepted. So why is it accepted here? I can't think of most places of work, there's probably some arty-farty advertising places, but I can't think of any place of work where you'd be allowed to take your baby unless you're putting them into daycare. At the office, there's a daycare section. Fine, no dramas. But this is just BS. This is just trying to be hip, cool, and talk about empowering mums when most mums who have a baby and are trying to work are trying to juggle and deal with the ongoing daycare issues and childcare issues that are happening in this country where I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole at the moment. But this is just pure theatre. And it's just not necessary. And I have no place for it in our Senate or our politics where we are making the rules of the land. Now, I know that it's maiden speeches. It is a little bit different. But what's next? Every politician can bring props in? Well, you're not allowed to bring props in to the Senate. That's my understanding. I think I'm right on that one. So as far as I'm concerned, this baby is a prop and she should have been sent out of the Senate. Yeah, I know that it's an extreme view, but it just does my head in. When I was running Studio 10, I had a rule that if we were interviewing someone, they couldn't bring their kids on the show. You know why? They never behave. They're always distracting. Unless you realise that on that segment, it can all go to crap. And if it was a fun, light segment, you'd go with it. But if you were talking about a child with a serious disease or something like that, and I know your first thought is have the child with you, but you can tell that story in video and overlay and pictures. But the moment you've got them on there and they're looking at the monitor and they're distracted by all the lights, you're not paying attention to what's going on. I have no idea what she said. But she got a headline. So good on her, but I think it's ridiculous.
Fun, insightful interviews from a washed-up producer with nothing to lose. Night to night. It's good night from midnight to night.